I'm
Oh,
recording. I'm recording.
Wow.
Thanks, Norman.
Good morning.
Okay, so this right here is the family tree for our father, your grandfather and great grandfather, Jimmy Harris,
Okay.
right? And
Right.
what you see here is where he was born, the city where he was born, and county, and so forth. But what I really wanted to show you is that sometimes when we look at our ancestors, we see his children. Like there's Willie Neal, who's on the call, and Cora's on here, down here somewhere.
right there.
There she is.
There she go. There she go.
And
Uncle
wanna
Benny,
scroll up?
Albanette.
I want to show you guys something very interesting. This is his draft card.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
This is
Daddy,
his draft card.
Yeah, I couldn't find his.
who is that?
That's awesome.
Wow, that
Where
is.
am I
It
missing
shows,
something?
it shows his wife, Laura Betty Harris. Shows where they lived at the time he was, and when he was
Oh, there you go.
he was 30 years old.
This is my grandfather.
I know where that
Draft card.
address is.
Yes.
You know,
That's right.
and you know, I went to look for 406 Woodward Avenue. It's a very short street, and
Yes.
everything is gone.
That daddy, right?
Yes, yes, I know where that is. I never lived in that house, but I know where that is.
And I want to make note of this. You know, he was employed by Tennessee Coal and Iron and Railroad Company.
Family.
Yeah.
There's a census that's in his records from
That's
1950.
right. That's very right.
And I want to show you guys that census. And it was like everybody, and I mean everybody, was employed by Tennessee Coal and Iron.
Well, okay,
mean-
there was another place too, Norman. You know where that big Bolton giant man was? You could walk up into that place.
Yeah.
A lot of people were employed there too. I think they dealt with iron ore. I can't
they-
remember. I can't
Were they
remember
part of Tennessee Coal and Iron?
No. I can't remember the name of it, but it was out where that big bulging statue was.
Well, I want to show you guys this. This is the record of
Wow.
All those ones
Whoa.
that that's how they look.
it's like Jimmy Harris, his wife Laura, and they misspelled her name. Her name
They
is
always did. I was just gonna say that.
I
Always
know.
did.
What is that about?
Norman,
Well,
you
you
can
know,
zoom
yeah, they
in.
always were.
Norman,
I
you
think
can
it's
zoom,
a
zoom
control
in.
thing.
Norman, you can zoom in, so it's a little bit.
I know, sweetie.
Wow.
So-
People like to tell you you don't know how to spell your name.
They don't know how to spell mine. They don't spell mine like it. Everybody want to R-A-Q. That
Yeah.
is not how you spell my
They
name.
like to tell you you don't know how to spell your name.
Yeah.
Well, there were 3 kids in the house at that time. It was Jimmy Jr., and he was 5.
Whoa.
Eugene was 2,
Ew.
and Laura Betty was 7 months at that time.
Oh, okay, that's that picture.
I was gonna say that's probably the
Yeah.
picture. Remember the picture that was taken?
That's right. We have that picture in our home.
The wagon.
The wagon. Yep,
Yep.
that was probably that picture. So what happened to the boy before Jimmy?
He
Uh,
passed away in the timeline.
In the tree, it does show he was born and he passed away in 1930.
Same
Jacob
year.
He was a year
Born in
old.
1934, and he passed away in 1934.
Yeah. Okay.
You know why?
Oh,
You
okay.
see his name right there?
Yeah, he had pneumonia or something like that.
Meningitis.
Marcus Harris.
Oh, meningitis.
What's his
Yes, he had spinal meningitis.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
You know, they don't say anything. I couldn't find anything on, you know, how he passed away.
Yeah, it was spinal meningitis.
But what I like to do is I wanted to show you guys this aspect of Ancestry.com where they do the life story.
Oh, boy.
I like this thing where they go through.
Yeah. February 2.
They show when he was born, how many children he had,
Did you see that?
I'm looking at him.
when he passed away, the various places according to the census where he lived, where he was born and where he lived, the birth of his kids. And it shows that during the time he lived, there are some records that show that he might have benefited from the New Deal. Either he got a job through it or something like that. When he lived in Jefferson County, shows the births of his son.
This is my uncle showing us how he went on that ancestry.
But just, and he passed away after less than a year old. And that there was a heat wave in 1936 when he lived in Alabama in Jefferson County. Shows the birth of Eugene, Laura, and then he moved to Bessemer. He had a daughter, Willie Neal. Neal's on the phone, 1941 in Fairfield. Fairfield, what's the name of that hospital in Fairfield, Neal?
Lord,
Lord
Lord,
Nolan.
Lloyd Nolan Hospital.
Lloyd.
Yeah, Lord Nolan.
Lloyd Nolan.
And he was drafted in World War II.
I didn't think he went in the military.
That's quite possible. He had a lot of kids.
That's what I thought. I thought he had too many kids to be
He had
drafted.
to go up the draft though.
Yeah, the brother. Where's this brother?
Which
I'll show you this thing. Look, I'm gonna show you his brother.
Which one?
Albert
that's
Pfeiffer.
Albert Pfeiffer.
It was the birth of his brother.
Albert is still alive.
Yes,
Yeah, he
it
is.
says so. Where is he?
Here it is right here. He has a brother, Albert, that was born in 1942.
That's
Yeah.
George MacArthur Harris.
Yeah, Magata.
Where is Albert now?
He lives in Mobile,
Mama.
Montgomery.
Montgomery. Thank you, Cora.
Jimmy was 32 when Albert was born?
I don't believe that.
No.
That doesn't sound right.
Wait a
Norman,
minute.
right? Look
Jim-
this sentence on. It says his brother Albert was born on June 4th when Jimmy was 32 years old. That doesn't sound.
That's your daddy's brother, right?
Yeah.
That's
I thought he was.
That's an error.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then they got George.
Because Daddy died when he was 50-something.
How old was Albert?
Albert is like just 3 years older than me.
Oh.
Could have been.
Do you all have a picture of
Say that again,
your
Cora?
father's mother and father, of Mitty, and do you guys have a picture of your father's mother and father?
You know, we used to, but when we moved, we don't know what happened to all of those pictures and stuff.
Oh,
Well, Cora, if he's 3 years older than you, then this is right. 1942 is right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but Jimmy being 32 is not.
that's the part. Yeah, that part is not right. Jimmy was 32. That's the part that's not
Your
right.
daddy. That's your daddy, not your brother.
That's what he said. Daddy was 32 when he was born.
Yeah, that's who they
But
talking
that
about.
could be.
Oh yeah, that's
Well, that
well,
makes sense then.
That
It's
granddaddy
not-
was,
it's
they
not-
said granddaddy was 32.
that's not true either, because I don't think that it was like
Okay.
So
30.
who is that one, Nat? Do you recognize who that is?
I'm looking.
So what hospital was that when you were born?
Picture or your name?
But I can't tell what the picture looks like.
There's a picture?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to zoom that up for her to see it.
That's a nice picture.
Oh, that one. Can you see it? Oh, you.
Grandma,
Yeah.
that look like Keisha. That look like Keisha.
Who is that?
That's Winnette.
Winnette. She look like Letitia though. I swear.
It does.
I agree.
It does.
Yeah.
Where did they get that picture from?
See now they saying
It must
when
have been a
Winnette was
picture
born,
that she gave me.
Granddaddy was 39. Yeah. They say granddaddy was 39 when Auntie was born, when Winnette was born.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
Okay.
a or
That's what I know. This one I used to go to Nicole and she used to put my hair all up.
oh, that's one of the pictures probably I gave.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I got all these facts and stuff. All you guys are focusing on is the pictures. Oh, man.
Where do you
This
get
is
all
wisdom.
that?
I like this.
Yeah, I can take
Oh,
that.
I like,
There
yeah.
you go.
You guys are too much,
That
man.
was food,
Let me-
most good.
Let me find somebody else here.
What?
Let me find Cora. Where?
There's Benny.
45. Where's she at? There she is.
Corley Harris.
Uh,
Oh, girl, what picture was that?
That's a nice picture,
that's a
Cole.
nice picture, Cora.
I don't even remember.
Whoa. Oh, so you had all kind of hair, huh?
Oh, girl, yeah. You know, time brings about a change.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
I
You guys
don't know.
were
I
married
have
in
to.
1974,
I
man.
have
You
the
guys
picture.
have staying power, man. 1974.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's a long
I
time.
think I got some good pictures too that Niecy put up. I got your picture, Uncle Norman. I got Aunt Winnette. Y'all was in college,
Oh,
or
from high school.
Oh, I got,
From
yeah.
high school.
Got them black and white pictures, girl. Yes, girl. I got them pictures. I ain't got to wait for y'all to send them to me. I got them myself. Yeah. And I got a picture of, she put one in there,
Mama was
Uncle Billy.
47. She
Is
died.
is
Wait,
Wayman
hey, go back
is
up.
Wayman there? Look at this picture of Wayman.
Look at Wayman. Look at
Hey,
that Wayman.
one.
Look
Come
at
and look
it.
at this picture of you.
Look at this picture of Wayman.
There go Martin.
Wait a minute, here he
Wait.
comes.
Good job, Mama. She heard.
Wayman.
Check out the brim. Check out the brim.
Yeah, he had
He
his
is
rib on. He had
borderline.
his rib on.
He's so cute.
Can you
Oh,
enlarge?
man.
He's so cute.
Yeah, he said, "Oh man."
Not real bad.
That's my auntie's husband.
No, good
They
job,
gave him that
Mama.
short.
Perfect again.
Auntie call.
She's getting long.
Okay.
Mm.
Wait, so they passed away 2 years apart, is what the timeline said.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1961 and
It is.
1963.
Yeah, Mom and Daddy.
I know you said you was
I don't
Hit
think
the other
that's
back- hit the other back arrow.
I don't think that's accurate. You know,
That's in between.
I don't think that's accurate.
But I always remember that because you said she was 10 and 12.
Yeah, it was 2 years.
I think it was 2 years, but I don't think the year is right. 'Cause
What's the year?
But ain't Honey was in between them.
Yeah.
You scratched your nose already, Mama?
I don't know. So it's like he.
Ain't Honey was before that.
What's before what?
Before what?
Ain't Honey someone said Ain't Honey was in between Dad and Mama.
She was.
Well, on here it says that according to the records, that Mama passed away in 1961.
One.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
So did Aunt Honey. She died about 6 months later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she was in between.
Yeah.
Come to think of it. No,
Wow.
I think, well, anyway, go ahead. Because I'm just listening. I can't see, so go ahead.
It's nice.
Okay.
Though. I like this stuff. I really
Okay.
do.
Well, look at this.
Let's see.
Can you see this? You see that picture?
What?
Look at that. Oh, you
What?
can't.
Can you see that picture?
That's our house.
Yes.
We can see it, Norman.
This is 202 Brighton Avenue.
Shut up.
This is 202
Oh, wow.
Brighton Avenue.
Don't
As
even
of
look
today.
like it anymore.
Look,
What is that?
This is
This is the home where I grew up until we moved away in 1963.
Oh, wow. Wait, I thought someone was
where they
living in
must
it.
have lived, Daddy.
We sold this house in
Wow.
1963. When we sold this house, the siding was
Whoa.
white,
Was white.
the roof was black. It had a retaining wall around it. That's still the same tree that was in the yard. And
But I thought when we went down there, oh gosh, I can't remember the last time we went down there for a family reunion and we went by there, someone was living in it.
there's no one living there now.
yeah. Yeah, somebody was at that time.
That's what I thought.
And look at this.
No, that's all right. It's
This is
almost
Mr.
over
Banks'
now.
house, who was our next door neighbor. He's the grandfather of a kid I went to elementary school with, Carolyn Banks. But this fence right here, when I was like in the second, third grade, this fence
Wow.
Is
was
that
brand
the
new.
front? Is that
And in
the
his
front?
yard, he had this orchard of fruit trees, pears,
Yeah.
apples.
Is that the one you used to get in trouble with?
Climb over the fence to get the fruit.
No, they laid up the street, not him.
Where's that brick wall?
The brick wall is gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Oh, wow.
I can't.
That is the street.
This is the
I
house.
don't recognize. I don't
Okay,
recognize.
Okay, I'm gonna prove it
anything.
to you. You come down here about mid-block.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I remember walking down that, I remember going down that block. I remember that.
Josephine down the street.
I
You see
remember
this?
that.
You see this empty lot? This is what we used to call the field, where we used to play golf, softball, baseball, football
And
in
the
this field.
Layton's house is right here.
This is Mr. Layton's house,
Oh, and that's Mr. D next door.
right? And that's the field.
Oh, wow.
And we would be out here playing.
Wow.
And
Go
you
back.
remember
Is it for
remember
sale?
David Lee Dawson?
Uh-huh.
Norman,
We would be
Norman,
playing.
how did you get all this? You were sent a tape or a video of all of this?
No, I just did the research. But Neil, let me tell this story. We were out in the field and we were playing baseball or something, and there was this kid named David Lee Dawson, and he had a real thick accent when he talked.
Yeah.
And we would be playing, and his little brother would come out of these bushes because they lived on the other side. Would come out of these bushes, and he would say, "Dayley, Lee, Mom want you."
We be down there playing and
so mad. And he would go chasing his brother for making fun of Dayley, Mom
Wow.
want you.
Actually, Norman, they moved there from the country. They was extremely country, and they couldn't speak
Man.
English that well.
Oh man, we used to have so much fun at their expense.
Wow.
I was so bad.
I still can't picture these houses that well. Not the way they look.
That's Mr. Layton's house.
Go on down, then you see our house. Woo.
Where in Alabama is this again? Is this Bessemer or Fairfield?
And this,
Is that us
None-
right here?
Norman, are you going to give us a whole each a tape of this?
sure, I can
Mama-
do that. And on this,
I
you can
appreciate it. Yeah, so we can look at it over and over again.
see- okay. Well,
Look like
Neil,
on one.
Neil,
It'll be
you see the siding?
wonderful.
You see the
Where's
siding
the
I was
big
talking
picture
about?
window?
So let me ask you something. Since I was the first
They not
new
cutting
baby
trees
born, was
down.
I in that house? Was I ever in that house?
Yeah.
Really?
Mom, yeah. That's fucking.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
this
she
where
was.
Brighton in relation to Bessemer or Birmingham.
Wow.
She was the first, was that Monday store?
This is Monday's store. In
Are you
2020.
serious?
Wow.
This is Mr. Monday's
Beautiful.
store. And
Wow.
this is the best of Super Highway. And this is, what's the name of that street?
And,
Malcolm. And this is First Baptist Church.
Wow.
is that the new one or the old one?
But that should
This
still
is the
be
new one.
Brighton.
This is the new
This-
structure.
Yeah, that still should be Brighton Avenue.
But it says Malcolm Avenue in Birmingham.
They changed the
Birmingham.
name. Remember this?
Yeah.
Remember when Roosevelt became a city?
Yeah.
They changed the name.
Hmm.
Then,
So
and
just
then you
to-
go down this street.
Just a
And this-
point for Jacqueline, Norman, is that the church that when we went for the reunion, when Jacqueline was real little? Is that the
That's
church?
the
that we went
church.
to?
That's the church.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Jacqueline has a question in the chat. She wanted to know.
What's the name of the, what did they change it to?
Change the name of the church or the street?
No, the, Roosevelt.
Well, the city is named Roosevelt.
Yeah, we was talking about the street, Neil.
Oh,
My
Marquise
son-
is on.
My
Leave that
baby
alone.
Marquise. Yes, Marquise from Marquise says hello to everybody. My youngest.
Hey,
Oh,
boy.
tell them hi.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So let me ask you this, Uncle Norman.
Oh,
When you guys, Uncle Norman or Aunt Cora, so when you guys left here, this house here, is that when we went to Mungal Street?
Yeah,
That's right.
We
yeah.
went to
Right.
Mungal.
That's
Yeah.
when we went to Mungal.
Okay, okay.
And we stole that house in like 1970 something. And that house is gone. It's an
Oh.
empty,
It's
it's an empty lot.
all
It's an empty lot.
really.
It's not there
Oh,
anymore.
I got memories. Wow, I have memories in that house. 4101 Mungal Street.
It's
I
gone.
remember that address.
It's no longer there.
Wow.
Do you guys recommend?
Wow.
You guys recognize this? This is Roosevelt Elementary School. There's the playground. There's the
Oh, yeah.
gymnasium in the back.
My elementary school.
You know, I don't think, you and Cora would remember, but I would.
Remember
Very
what?
nice.
Roosevelt Elementary School.
Seriously. Yes, we do
I
remember.
remember. I went to Roosevelt. Neil.
Because Jimmy, Jean, Betty, all of us went there.
But Uncle Norman said he went too.
I went there too,
Yeah,
Neil.
everybody went, Neil.
You went there too?
Look at him.
Everybody.
Everybody did.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why I wanted to show it. It's still there.
Yeah.
And I
That's
bet
beautiful.
All right.
we've
Mama,
seen
you're
it
gonna-
lately.
Mama, when you get the tape, you're really gonna enjoy it. I'm still in awe, honestly. I am still in
Yeah,
awe
I
of
think
this
so
house.
too.
I'm
Yeah,
still
I
in
think
awe
so,
of
too.
the house that we was raised in. And you guys tell me I was in that house. I really would like to do that because that's something that I can eventually show my 3 kids that, you know, way back in the day, and y'all be watching these TV.
Yeah.
TV.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll be
to live
honest.
in a house like that.
I'll be honest, Raquel. I don't even recognize that house. Cause that house used to look pretty good, but this one I don't even
Wow.
recognize that.
Wow.
Norman, you want to let Marquise say hello? He's on.
Okay.
Where is he?
Oh, now he gets on.
Okay, Mama.
Eddie,
Marquise, you want to
where
say
is he?
hello?
I think it's muted.
He's muted.
Marquise, unmute.
Unmute.
Hey, I
There
see
we go.
Marquise Jr. and Hey,
Aw.
hey, Junior. Hey,
Where is he? I
There's
can see.
Kalani. Hey, Kalani.
Yeah, that's coming.
Aw.
Hey.
Hey, baby.
Riley, come here.
Golly.
So,
Say hi to everybody.
Neil, we see you in the
so Kalani,
background.
let me ask you a question. Did you find the steeple? You know, find the steeple? Don't find the steeple.
Did you find the steeple?
Find the steeple.
Oh, wow.
So, Marquise, introduce yourself, man, and tell us who your mom and dad is.
I am Marquise. My mother is Raquel Harris. Grandmother is Neil Harris. My father is Bill Rager. He's 2. This is, can you tell him your name?
Marquise Jr.
All right. Yes, my baby. Oh,
You gotta speak up
wow.
so they can hear you, okay? You gotta speak up.
We can hear him.
Can you spell it? Spell your name.
M-A-R.
Your sister's playing right
That's
now.
right. That's right.
Spell your name.
A.
You won't touch that so bad.
When's your
Oh,
birthday?
that's Marquise.
Look at AJ. AJ looking real close now.
My
AJ
birthday
was like
is,
way up in there, like, what's happening?
Oh, my
Give me
goodness.
some of this hair
my birthday is.
that your grandma needed.
It is August 7th.
Oh, very
Give me
good.
some of that hair.
Hey, Friday.
Their birthday is coming up next week.
Oh,
Both of them they turn 5 and 4.
wow.
Oh,